So hi everyone, and as you can see here, I've taken the diary out of the cover that it came in. It's a plastic diary, so it was really easy for me to take it out and have it flat on the table, so it's much easier for me to work in it when I wanted to do my decorations. I've pulled out a selection of my alcohol inks here, and I'm just using them to dab over the top of the cover of the diary. I started with the lightest colour here, which is a lemon colour. It looks much greener than it is in real life, but it's definitely yellow. So I'm just blending away with my blending tool. I'm going to be adding in some of the blending solution as well once I have a little bit more on the cover, and I just keep adding more and more layers to it. Because of the alcohol inks and how they dry, it's much easier for you to add on extra colours on top, and they don't blend unless you add in the blending solution, so you can create some really nice effects. So I'm going in now with the darker green, just over the top of the yellow that I've already added. I just keep on adding more colours and blending and blending. Blending in the blending solution as well as I go, just gives you these really nice pockets and kind of pools of colour. It's a really nice effect on the front of the diary. So you just keep going with the alcohol inks. That's the great thing about them. They dry instantly, so it's really easy to add so many depths of layers and extra colours into it. None of them blend unless you use the blending solution. So if you don't want the colours to mix together, just leave them to dry, and as you add another one on top of it, it'll match straight over the top. So I just keep going, adding in more colours, adding in a few more drops, adding in a little bit more blending solution, blending again, more colours, more drops. I just keep on going until I was happy with the finished result on the front of the diary. So I'm going in now with my stamps. I'm using a black StazOn ink pad for this. The reason I'm using the StazOn is because as it's a plastic cover, I want to make sure that it shows up and is a really sharp image. I also want to make sure that the image that I've posted on there is a permanent one. So I've used a stamp here from the I Heart Washi Tape collection. I'm really in love with this collection. I can see myself using this stamp an awful lot. So I'm just using it to decorate the bottom part of my diary cover. It just really is a background because the eye is definitely going to be the focal point on my piece. So I've taken a couple of more colours of the alcohol inks here. I've got a really bright pink and a purple. The only thing I found with this when I was colouring it is you need to be really careful because it is an alcohol ink. It does actually dissolve the StazOn ink, which I was not expecting. So as long as you keep it away from the black lines and try not to smudge it, it painted it just fine for me. So I used the pinks to highlight over the eyes and to add in some extra shading to the bottom of the stamp there with the washi tape. So as I had added so much decoration over the front of the diary, the 2018 was really not showing through at all. So I just took a black Sharpie and I decided to go over the letters just so that it would stand out a little bit more. So to make this diary really very personal, I decided to add in my word for 2018, which is grow. So I've just used the Sharpie to add on some of my lettering, and I'm just going over it again in a foligraphy kind of style. So I'm just highlighting the downstrokes, making them just a little bit bigger, and adding in some extra details to the letter to make them really pop out. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed this project, and I can't wait to see what you make inspired by it.